So you're worried about looking dumb, whether that is you starting a new business venture, whether that is you starting an entertainment career, you going to work out, or whatever else. Well, I have something to tell you. The concept of being afraid that you'll be laughed at for looking dumb requires you to believe that there aren't people already laughing at you. But what if I told you that while you're sitting here doing nothing, there is in fact someone who thinks you look dumb? Your ops think you look dumb. They just don't like you. So they're gonna make up a reason to think that you look dumb. I know it sounds a bit funny, but yeah, there are already people who think you look daft while you're sitting here doing nothing, so you might as well get up and do what you want. You cannot be afraid of being laughed at and succeed. You cannot be afraid of being accused of forcing it. Because remember, first they say you're forcing it, then they start asking you how you did it. Yeah? But you gotta accept that sometimes in order to be smart, you have to look a little dumb. They don't have your vision. They can't see what you see. I mean, really, only you can see exactly what you see. Even when other people believe in you, they can't see exactly what you see. They're just going based off of your conviction. On a serious note, people laugh at anything. And what fuels most people's reason behind why they laugh at things and laugh at others is simply just not liking the individual. It has nothing to do with the thing themselves. I mean, half the things people try and make fun of you for are things that they want to do themselves, or things that they will be getting up and doing themselves once they have tricked you out of doing that thing. It's like somebody, imagine you have a pearl and somebody has a cubic zirconia, and that person is saying that, oh, that's not really valuable. You can't do anything with a pearl, man. Nobody even uses pearls nowadays. So you feel silly, you decide to just put the pearl down somewhere, it's rubbish now that they've convinced you. And so, as soon as you leave, that person's gonna pick the pearl up and they're gonna go with it and appreciate its value somehow. And that's essentially what people do with your visions, your business ventures, your talents. They'll try and tell you, oh yeah, well, so and so is better at this than you. Or first of all, you don't actually have to be the best at something to succeed. That's why people spend so much of their time complaining that oh, people who aren't that talented made their way. That's because they actually stuck to their vision. That's because they actually just carried on going. I mean, the world rewards who shows up. It's like you say you want to be a pop star, but the only place you sing is at church. Whereas somebody who they can sing, but they're just not as good as you, they're out here, yeah, doing covers, making records, showing off their dance moves or their looks or something. Well, yeah, of course, the label's gonna pick them over you. You're not, you ain't out there. People, you ain't out there, you haven't shown your full package. It takes more than just talent alone to get something done. You actually have to put it out. You really have to put it out. You can't store it. Oh yeah, people do this all the time with stuff Instagram pictures and that. I know I talk a lot about IG, but yeah, people, a lot of people have the biggest accounts, right? They post all the time. Especially, or when they were originally on the rise, they were posting all the time, all the time, all the time. Yeah, some people multiple times a day, even showing up looking bad as hell multiple times a day. They were entertaining the people. Yes, looking at something that's pretty is entertaining. I mean, we do it all the time. That's even why we watch things like cooking shows, because we want to look at pretty food. But yeah, they got the reward for showing up. If you like trying to force an aesthetic and, you know, take the picture by this one wall. You take it once every few weeks and you say, yeah, oh, it's so hard to grow on there. Oh, everyone is so fake on that. Whole time, you're the one who's being fake. I mean, that's why you can't grow. You're the one who's forming the image. Like, nobody forced you to form that image. It's quite interesting. I didn't really write anything down for this, so I'm kind of hopping and kind of losing my point. But yeah, you gotta show up for whatever it is. Whether you gotta just keep showing up. You have to be able to ignore the noise and stick to your vision.